This is a little bit of a purchasing video, but it's not super cool. I've just got some of these little fair leads, which are the right size for my furling fair leads. I think these are called bullseye fair leads. As you know, I thought it was in here actually. The one I've got is literally being cut through now. So I got a few of those. These are in the box. Actually got an interesting. I've already got some of these Seashore soft shackles. Let's just get this one out. These are made by in Dyneema, and these are smaller than the ones that I've got. In fact, they're 2 sizes smaller. Now, the reason I've got smaller ones is look how easy they are. You know, they actually pull themselves tight. Look how easy these are to apply and close. Now, I'm thinking these could be quite useful for the mainsail or things like that I'd like to sort of get undone quickly. So, you know, that's why I've got these little smaller ones. We'll see if they work. They might be too big for the sail, you know, to pull it taut. They might not be, but I've got 4 of those. They're not expensive. They were like £4 each, which is pretty cool. The other thing I've got here is a range of Dyneema. This is all polyester 8 or 16 braid Dyneema coated, and these are 3mm. Now this one isn't as good as this one. You can feel this one is a bit more rigid. This one is a lot more wobbly. And this, I think, they're both 3mm, but this is going to be the one I'm going to replace my furling line with. I have got a 2mm version of this, but it's too thin. I just don't like it. So I'll do a video on this when I'm down at the boat, but this is going to be the line I'm going to use with my new furler when I attach it. These aren't necessarily this week, but I've actually been buying some books. So the first book I've actually bought is this one. I've been after this for a little while. Ken Duxbury's Seamanship. Now I've got his coastal navigation book up there, but it's very out of date. The charts, everything are just out of date. It was only so good and didn't teach me anything more than I learnt on my day skipper. But this one is about seamanship. So it's like a general sort of little dinghy cruiser seamanship book. I mean, it's not too different to Roger Barnes's the Dinghy Cruising Association one. But this one, I'm thinking, you know, a lot of people talk about this, and Ken Duxbury had a lugger, as you can see on the cover there. I've read a few of his stories as well. So I've got that, £10 second hand. And then this book I've had for a little while. If you want to just get scared of the sea, read this one, because quite frankly, this tells you not only how to look and read the water, but just tells you all about tidal races, wind, how that affects it, waves. It's pretty complex, this book. It goes into mathematics at the time, but one thing's for sure, it's got all kinds of examples of the types of things you can get on the sea. What to stay away from, what not to, you know, and it's really useful. But as I said, it kind of confirms all the horrible things that can happen at sea, and then more. So, you know, it's worth a read. But I've read it, not made a horrendous amount of sense with it. I read it again, it made a lot more sense, and I think once I've read some more weather, that'll make more sense. That's how I kind of approach sailing books like that. You have to read them 3 or 4 times before they really start to click with you. And then 2 books I bought this week. The RYA Weather Handbook, because I just need to learn about weather more. I don't know whether there'll be more or less in here than what I've already learnt on the Day Skipper course, but I'm told it's an excellent book to companion that. And I just want to learn more about, you know, like I just saw a picture there, look, cloud stacks, what different clouds mean and what you could expect from them, squall. I want to be able to not only read the weather a bit better, but I want to be able to forecast the weather a little bit better as well. Because when I try at the moment with my basic knowledge, I always seem to be wrong, quite frankly, which is quite scary. The other one is this Modern Marine Weather by David Birch. I can't really review this book at all yet. This one is slightly different to the RYA weather book. It's more to do with what's going on a macro level out in the Atlantic. But that's what I've been told by a lot of people you need to have one eye on. So it also goes through how to read grid files, all these high pressure, low pressure, and it's got countless examples. So hefty reads, but I'm going to get through those because I think if there's one thing I would like to improve on with my sailing, it's actually weather forecasting and weather reading. So there you go. This week's little buy it now. I don't think we're going to be buying much now. Now the season started. I want to keep the budget for emergencies and trips, you know. Just one little bit of news is the two people I sail with mostly on the sea that you've seen, Norman and Mark, the Wayfarer and the Wanderer. I'm actually meeting up, spending a weekend or an evening at least down at Mark's house, and we're all planning what's going on this year. And I'll be planning above and beyond that. I've got quite a lot getting planned in at the moment. We are still in March. It's very early days, but, you know, I'm trying to get as much as I can planned in. Really hoping you'll enjoy this season 4, and we really push the channel on. So there we go. That's everything for today. I shall see you on the lake in the next video. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.